London is once again red card FC. But hey, Chelsea fans, it could be worse, right? Yamal bags his first ever career hat-trick, and has the 2026 Puskas Award already been decided? This is DMAC Daily. It's deja vu in London. Arsenal winning via set pieces. Chelsea delivering another red card clinic. Richarlison bagging a consolation goal. Man, the Premier League is running out of narratives here. Give me something fresh. We've seen it all already. That's now Chelsea's third L to Arsenal in 2026. This club's been consistently cooked by Arteta since 2021. One win in their last 16 against the Gunners. I thought Chelsea were moving beyond their banter era, but that is clearly not the case. The red card merchants were back at it today. They're 9th red in all competitions this season. Imagine your club delivering a red card in 25% of their league games. They're just too shy of equaling the Premier League record with 10 games to spare. But look on the bright side, Chelsea fans. At least Pedro Neto won't be available away at Villa. Absolutely stinking up the right wing, by the way. I do feel sorry for the neutrals though, having to experience that. Just a horrendous watch all round. A carbon copy of their previous encounter at the Emirates. But can you blame Arsenal's offensive game plan being primarily centered around set pieces? Because objectively, it works. It keeps working. That's their 16th set piece goal in the league this season. Sure, we're not looking at prime Barca or Madrid here, but this team does feel somewhat unstoppable at times in this one specific department. And if it is the deciding factor that finally gets them over the line to a league title, then fair play. I will say though, I found it baffling that Reece James was tasked with the man marking of Gabriel. Just a complete mismatch, airily speaking. I know many Chelsea fans will be complaining about 2 possible VAR incidents, but to be honest, this is the state of corners in the Premier League nowadays. It's a wrestling match wherever you look. Everyone's literally fouling everyone. So drama aside, Arsenal got it done. It wasn't pretty, but do you think Arteta gives a damn? City are well and truly on the hunt. They're right behind them. The pressure was on Arsenal big time today, and they did what they had to do. Ironically, when Chelsea went down to 10 men, Arsenal looked most vulnerable. Seeing out games is still an issue. I don't think any Arsenal fan will disagree with that either. But luckily, Raya came in clutch. What a fine goalkeeper he's turned out to be. Sanchez, meanwhile, causing heart attacks down the other end. The bozo gene seems to really kick in against this lot, but to blame him alone, I think's a bit unfair. This group of players has a collective mentality issue. They can't see our games, particularly at home, and they can't stop going down to 10 men. Is there some insider betting ring with Paqueta taking place? It's getting a little sus at this point. But as I mentioned earlier, it could be worse, Chelsea fans. You could actively be a Tottenham supporter. If I were not to cut my hair till Spurs lose 5 in a row, I'd probably be getting my hair cut on Friday morning. It's dark times at this club. To be fair, they were coming up against the GOAT of the Premier League, Harry Wilson, and they were also high-key robbed by VAR once again. But excuses are ultimately worth nothing. It's another 3 points dropped. They were outclassed for large periods of this match. They're just lucky West Ham and Nottingham Forest are also bang average, because this lot are genuine relegation fodder. They haven't won a league game since December. The European champions. That is insane. Moving to the other end of the table, and City are now well and truly in the title race. No Haaland, no worries. They got it done ugly away at Leeds. Semenyo popping up once again. 8 goal contributions in 11 games since joining in January. He has been such a welcoming addition for the citizens. But I'd argue Guehi's immediate contribution has been even more transformative. Defensively, they are far more assured with the Englishman in their side. Meanwhile, their Manchester neighbours United are also in incredible form right now, coming from behind to defeat Crystal Palace. Carrick's men are unbeaten in 7 games, with the Red Devils now moving up to 3rd in the league. Pro Amorim fans, where are you at? Seriously. Another managerial masterstroke from the interim boss, rewarding Šeško with a start, and he took his opportunity. That's a proper number 9's goal right there, taking flight with precision. As a United hater, I'm not particularly enjoying this timeline. I truly do miss Amorim. I miss Dallo, inverted wing backs. The positive vibes are concerning me at this point, and I'm also deeply concerned about Harry Maguire, the victim of one of the most horrific challenges in Premier League history. Elsewhere in the Prem, and Wolves pick up their second win of the season, humbling Aston Villa. Their form has fallen off a cliff of late. The same can't be said for Liverpool though. 4 wins in their last 5, including a 5-0 hammering of West Ham. Meanwhile, Brentford bottled a 3-goal lead only to deliver a stoppage time winner away at Burnley, and Everton keep their European dreams alive with a huge win at St. James's Park. Moving to Spain, and it's once again the Lamine Yamal show. The first hat-trick of his career at 18 years, 230 days old. The youngest ever Barca player to do so. All 3 were brilliant goals. The second was particularly outstanding. Say what you want about the state of football in 2026, that set pieces are now the new meta, and that flair is a thing of the past. Well, Yamal is still well and truly box office. Beyond those 3 goals, it's the dribbling, it's the entertainment factor, the confidence. Sergi Cardona couldn't get near him all game. For all the chit-chat about injury woes and attitude issues heading into this season, this is the best version of Yamal we've ever seen. A big moment for the 18-year-old, a big moment for Barcelona. Back to 4 points clear at the top. Obviously, Madrid play tomorrow, so I anticipate it'll be back to 1 point in the next 24 hours, but a successful weekend nonetheless for Barcelona. Firmino was outstanding in midfield, and perhaps most promisingly, Pedri returned and even delivered a brilliant assist for Yamal during his cameo. I'm very curious to how this performance will translate to their midweek Copa del Rey second leg. Atletico Madrid with a seismic 4-0 advantage heading into the tie. No doubt the Blaugrana will be dreaming of another potential legendary remontada, but that will be an incredibly tall order against an Atleti side that have also had a relatively positive week. Sorloth bagging a brace at home to Espanyol, then a hat-trick in the UCL before fellow forward Julian Alvarez struck late to secure 3 points at Oviedo. Meanwhile, the Seville derby did not disappoint. Anthony opened the scoring for Real Betis with a bicycle before Alvaro Fidalgo's first-time Travella finish made it 2-0, only for Sevilla to hit back with 2 bangers of their own. Veteran Alexis Sanchez with a bullet header first before Isak smashed home a late equalizer. Moving to Germany, and I think it's over, lads. Bayern Munich have won the Klassiker in what was a genuine thriller in Dortmund. Harry Kane adding a further 2 to his ridiculous catalogue of 30 league goals for the season. Bro has more than double the second top goal scorer. Understand, if you just included his away goals for the season, he'd still be top scorer. Ridiculous player, but it would be Kimmich with the decisive blow on the volley to more or less hand Bayern the title. 11 points now separate the two. I seriously doubt Dortmund are making a comeback at this stage, although that top 4 race is one to keep an eye out for. And also Wolfsburg drop into 17th place. They've remained in the top flight of Germany since 1997, so a potential disaster could be on the horizon. Moving to France, and Lens have once again stumbled in the Ligue 1 title race, held to a draw away at Strasbourg. A disappointing result, although in fairness, Joaquin Panicelli's goal was pretty damn spectacular. Not much you can do about that. Not much you can do about Sengare's equalizer either, but they were unable to find a match winner, and PSG took full advantage of that slip-up. Bradley Barcola's header was enough for the Parisians to overcome Le Havre away. I'm still dreaming of a Lens miracle, but it's starting to look increasingly unlikely. Meanwhile, in the Serie A, Inter look to have put their UCL humiliation past them in a comfortable 2-0 win over Genoa at home. Di Marco scoring an absolute belter of a volley. His left foot is something else. The wingback has been stat padding in the Serie A. 10 goal involvements in his last 5 games, 21 in 25 this season. For a wingback, he's only 1 assist away from matching Papu Gomez's record of 16. I know Yamal cooked him last season and his reputation took a bit of a hit, but he's never been a defensively minded player. Offensively speaking though, this guy's a monster in career best form. Staying on the topic of Milan teams, and the Rossoneri have kept their slim title hopes alive, striking late twice at Cremonese, first from Pavlovic and then Rafael Leao in the 94th minute. Late goals seem to be the theme of this match day. Napoli took all 3 points in Verona thanks to a last gasp goal by Romelu Lukaku, his first of the season in what has been an injury-plagued 9 months or so. Remember, he was Napoli's talisman in their title-winning season last year, so hopefully he can kick on till the season's end and help Napoli secure a top 4 finish. Conte's men will be thrilled to have seen Roma and Juventus held to a 3-3 draw. A crazy match, some absolute screamers too. Wesley curled one in before Conceição bagged one of the purest half volleys you're ever likely to see. That was insane. Roma would go 3-1 to the good, with Marlon bagging his 6th goal in 6 Serie A outings before a late comeback from the old lady. Gatti coming off the bench to salvage a draw in the 93rd minute. Least chaotic Juve match, by the way. Meanwhile, Como rise up to 5th thanks to a comfortable victory over Lecce. And to close out today's ep, I gotta give props to Cagliari midfielder Michael Fodoruncio, who decided to release a literal rocket out of nowhere over the weekend. I mean, how do you even make sense of this? The sheer audacity from this guy to even consider shooting from that position. He's at least 30 yards out, but directly from the sideline. It's absurd. Genuinely one of the most outrageous goals I've ever seen. I know it's only March, but I'm backing this goal to win the Puskas Award for this year. Anyways, guys, that's all for today's DMAC Daily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.